Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to plan the memory plan the month of May in my Erin Condren Vertical Neutral Life Planner. I'm using this monthly kit from Plannerface. There. Got the Monday Start strips as well because I prefer a Monday Start. Got lots of washies. These three are from Simply Gilded. This one is from Packer Post and this one is from the Coffee Monsters Co. I also have some extra silver foiled functionals. These are all oops, they're all oops and from my own shop. These ones are just from other shops, so Fantasy Design Stores and Josephine Bow Designs. I'm also in this video, and I will pop a timestamp in the comments, going to show you what I am doing with these pages in my memory planner. So for that I've got some different photos and stuff that I've printed out on there. So that's what we are working with. So without any further ado, I'm going to pop down the base of this kit. So while I put down the base of the kit, I just want to challenge something that I've been seeing around on the internet recently, which is the idea that the Black Lives Matter protests have been gonna increase the cases of coronavirus COVID-19 and are going to cause a second spike in cases. So number one, there has always been a second spike in cases predicted. No matter what, like, that's been the way since forever. Secondly, if there is a second spike, it is more down to the way the governments have handled this situation rather than, you know, the protests. And thirdly, the words. I've forgotten what my third point was, but I'll move on to my fourth and most important point, which is essentially that, so what? The people that have gone to these protests have accepted that yes, they are increasing their risk of coronavirus, they are increasing other people's risk of coronavirus, but you know what's more important than coronavirus and what has killed more people than coronavirus and will continue to kill more people than COVID-19 if we don't challenge and don't correct it, is systemic racism. Like, it is that simple. It will kill more people than coronavirus. It has killed more people than coronavirus, and it is continuing to ruin people's lives more than coronavirus. It is a huge, huge problem, and that's the main argument for protesting during this time, is that we need to fight the systemic racism above all. So yeah, I've really forgotten what my third point was. I might think for a second and come back to it. My third point was that people that are protesting are taking sensible precautions. They are social distancing where possible. Yes, it's not always possible in a protest situation. They are wearing masks, they are wearing gloves, they are doing what they can. And yes, social distancing would be better for stopping the spread of coronavirus. I say that as a doctor, but I also say as a doctor, I want these protests to go ahead. I want people to be out there fighting against systemic racism and fighting for Black lives. So yes, coronavirus is a problem and it is a real problem, but systemic racism is going to and will continue to kill more people than COVID. Full stop, really. Fabulous. So that is the base of the spread down. I don't have any sort of... Actually, I do. I have one thing that I want to mark, which is when we were in self-isolation. So my boyfriend tested positive for COVID during this time, and we self-isolated for 14 days. Well, actually 13 days, because that's what my work told me. Well, my work were like, you come back on the... like 2 weeks after he tested positive. Okay, so I did that, which meant that self-isolation was actually for 13 days, not 14 days, because he was tested on the first of the 14 days, if that makes any sense. I mean, that's what my work told me to do, so what else can I do? Cool, so that is for our self-isolation period. So let's move on to the day by day, and what I haven't got is my stickers. Cool, so I found my book after some time. It's upside down, let's not do that. So these are the stickers pulled out. I have like put them in the right place-ish to make this nice and easy for me as well. I'm just going to pop that off. In fact, I'm going to put it directly in front of me. That might not be the easiest way to do this, but that's how we're going to do it for now. So, on the 1st, I want to mark that it was a really busy day at work, and actually for the first time in ages I left work late. I don't very often leave work late. So that's for that. And then I also want to mark that my grandpa, from him having COVID, went back to his care home and went home on that day. Bless him, he did amazingly well, considering he is a 95-year-old. Well, no, actually, his birthday was this day, so he was 94 at the time, and then is now 95-year-old. So for having a super busy day at work, I've just got to thank God it's Friday, and then I've got a little injection thing for my grandpa. On the Saturday, what I want to mark, I realised that what I was doing was not working. I want to mark that I was on call at work, and there was a patient who seriously, quite dangerously ligatured. I think what I'm going to do on this day is I'm going to use another quarter box, but I'm actually going to pull it up to pretty much the top of, well, no, the middle-ish of the day, and then I'm going to put my little ECG wave along the top of the box, and then the flag will go over there, which is why it's still slightly off-centered. On Saturday, I spent most of the day prepping for my anniversary sale, and actually I might pop in my anniversary sale as a rather than as a piece of washi, because it was a few days sale, but I haven't done that at the moment, but we'll see. And again, I think I'm going to pop this up near the top of the box, and that is just so that if I want to pop a full box in somewhere, I can. So that's for the sale prep. Next, I want to mark lots of things on this day, and just need to decide whether I'm going to pop my sale in as a strip or... Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm going to grab this 10mm washi strip from Simply Gilded. Oh, in fact, and pop it overlaid on this washi for my sale, like that. I think that looks... Does that look okay? Yeah, I think that works. So let's just do that. I think it just adds a bit more interest, and it shows that my anniversary sale was ongoing for several days, and it's a sale that was a big deal, so seems more important to market than some of the other sales I've done. So on the 4th, which it says the 3rd, but it's the 4th, Beth and Jamie, it was their anniversary, and they ran a quiz. My boyfriend got his test result for COVID and was positive, and also it was, yeah, that's it. It was Beth and Jamie's anniversary was the first thing I said. So for the anniversary, I'm going to use a washi strip. No, in fact, the games night is just going to go on its own like that, which is one of Beth's stickers. I love the fact I'm using one of Beth's stickers for her the game night she ran. Then I was going to use that flag, but I don't think that one works. Then I'm going to put in one of these silver foiled blue flags, if I can peel it up. Okay. For Soshan's positive COVID test. I'm not sure that's straight, but I'm just going to leave it there for a second and straighten it a second. It's definitely not straight. And then at the top, I'm going to pop in a Beth and Jamie's anniversary, because once that is in straight, this will be much easier to pop in straighter. Like that. And then we've just got our heart for Beth and Jamie's anniversary. Fabulous. So on the next day, I discovered that I was going to have 14 days off work. I'm just going to stick that there so I don't lose it. Which we sort of thought might be a thing, but we weren't 100% sure. Actually, I don't want to use a washi strip. I'm going to use another quarter box to mark that work were like, yeah, you can't get tested. You need to have 2 weeks off. So that's that. Then the next day was my Tilly Journal's anniversary, and I want to also mark that my supporters are the best and really supported my business that day, and I had lots and lots of sales, and I was so proud. And I suppose I should actually also mark that my sale began, but I don't actually know that there's space for that. Maybe if I pull this right down to the bottom. In fact, I'm going to put the lots of orders on the next day. And I'm going to use a flag, and which I haven't actually pulled out a sticker for this, so I will have to do that at some point. I'm going to pop this sticker on here for the sale. Then I've got balloons for the anniversary. Fabulous. They go there. And then for the lots of sales, I'm going to use this little guy here. And then I'm going to use a flag from the kit, I think, to mark that we bought a quilling machine, which was exciting on this day. I spent like most of the day debating whether we should buy it or not. Legitimately spent forever debating that. No joke. Fab, so that's that. On the 8th, I spent a lot of the day doing accounts, and my boyfriend also had an important exam, which I think I probably already mentioned at some point, that he got a GP job. So we are both going to be starting training posts. I'm pretty sure I have mentioned it because I'm sure I've talked about the fact that we are thinking about mortgages and stuff, which got a lot more real yesterday, to be fair. We started properly looking at things and got some agreements in principle and stuff. So that's there. On the Saturday, I did a live plan with me, which I'm going to pop in a quarter box as well. I need to use this flag at some point soon. I'm going to really struggle to fit my 4 boxes in, I think. And then on the 9th, I cut my boyfriend's hair, which was weird and actually went surprisingly well.
You might need a trim soon.
The 11th, I don't have anything to mark, and on the 12th, my laminator broke and I fixed it on my own, which was amazing. I don't often, like, because Soshin's normally here, I'm normally like, help with me with the electronics. Not because I can't do it, but just because he likes playing with electronics and I find it stressful. And he likes trying to fix things. So it makes more sense for him to do it. But he was back at work because he only had to self-isolate for 7 days. Ridiculousness. On the 14th, I had a bath, which I very, very rarely do. So I think what I'm going to do for that is grab one of these washi strips that have text on. Not that one, because that is too long. With a little bit shorter text, so I think Memorial Day will work well. I'm going to pop that just above the washi, and then hopefully the bath, yeah, just about will nicely, because I don't really need to write that I had a bath when there's just a massive bath, do I particularly? On the Saturday, there was a couple of things I wanted to mark. The first was that something pretty hilarious happened. Basically, I discovered that I could, I found this hilarious, I don't think it's that funny to other people, but I found out that I could broadcast from my phone to our Google Home Minis, and I broadcast, Soshin, hurry up! And I just like literally cried laughing. It was hilarious to me.
You having tea at the time?
He was baking tea, so it was a bit mean, but it was funny, so. So that's for getting hella orders out that day, and the broadcast. And then on the 17th I had, oh, that should be the next day, I'll move those in a second. We had a super lazy day, so I think what I'm going to do for the super lazy day is grab a strip of washi, when I can peel it, just overlay it generally, oh no, because that box is going to be filled, overlay it like that, and then just pop the lazy day over. Fabulous. And then let's move these things to the correct day. Do you ever like, I find this is my main downfall of how I memory monthlies plan by changing the day. The main problem is I will occasionally put things on the wrong day, and it's not that much of a problem to move them, but it can be a bit annoying if you've done like lots on the wrong day. Do you ever do the same? So on to the next week. I want to mark on the Monday that I was back to work. It felt like it had been a very long time. And to be fair, I'd had 13 days off work, which I don't think I'd had since we went to America. So it was a lot of time off work for me. On the 18th, I had really horrendous stomach cramps. I still don't know to this moment what they were. I'm a bit like, oh, I should maybe try and work out what they were at some point, because it's not normal to have really bad stomach cramps. But I mean, they've not happened. They happened a few times after that, but they haven't happened again since. Then the next thing is on Thursday we had a date night. Do I have anything else? I think I'm going to use a appointment label for that, except that's the same colour as the appointment label I've used on the day before. So let us grab a quarter box instead. I'm just popping these up at the top so that what are my words? So that if I want to put a full box in, I can potentially fit one between the 2 days at some point. So that's just for our date night where we played Diablo. On the Friday, I hit an insane amount of money for the month in for my business, for me, in my Etsy shop, and I really felt like that was worth marking in. It's like the most I've ever made in a month from my Etsy shop, and I was really pleased about it. So that's there. And then we also had a house party call with some of our friends. This is on the Friday, not the Thursday. That lasted a very long time. The date night was also on the Thursday, not the Wednesday. After being like, I don't make this mistake very often, I've then done it twice in like 30 seconds. Excellent. Not 30 seconds literally, but you know what I mean, in not very long a period. But luckily, premium map peels up pretty quickly, pretty easily, pretty quickly. If you do it pretty quickly, oh words, why am I struggling so much? If you leave it for ages, it's really hard to peel up, but immediately it's not too bad. On the Saturday, I want to mark that I was just feeling very, very overwhelmed about life. And I think I'm going to use another one of these star flags. Oh, actually, I haven't used any hexagons yet, but now I have to use that star flag. I'm going to use a giant silver foiled hexagon instead, and just use that little guy to mark feeling super overwhelmed. Nothing to mark for the Sunday. On the Monday, I want to mark, and in fact that's what I'm going to use this for, George Floyd's death, murder. Then on the 26th, I want to mark that I did my first ever fast day, which is interesting, and also that me and my partner had an argument. I know it might seem weird to mark that in this monthly spread, but we argue so infrequently that when we do have an argument, it's kind of a big deal, and therefore I want to mark it because it does make a huge difference to my day. Legit. So that's what we're marking on the Tuesday. So for the argument, I've just got one of the spoons, not enough spoons, Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. On the 28th, I want to mark that I was doing lots and lots of research into the Black Lives Matter movement and sort of things like that. I also want to mark something on the 29th. This box is the same colour as the thing on the 28th. So I'm just going to pull these in again. I'm just going to pop them down at the bottom. Sorry, I know I just didn't mark what I said I was going to mark, but it's because I didn't want to put, that box was the same colour as what I was going to put there, the box I was going to put there, which is why I changed it. So there we go. Oh, except for making my planner, I would actually prefer a washi strip to this quarter box. So do I have a washi strip left? Yes. So I'm going to peel that back up and grab my last washi strip instead. And that is going to go down at the bottom. There. Then on the 31st, I'm going to mark going for a bike ride and making my D&D character with a friend from uni, because we started playing D&D the week after this. So I not use all my flags. That's not like me. I normally use like all of the flags. I might go in and change a couple of things to flags. But that is all of the events that I'm going to mark. Is there anything I want to change to flags, like here when there's a lot of, except there's a flag on the next day. This I might change to a flag. So much indecision. So much indecision occurring. Just going to switch that up for a flag. And I think that will probably do in terms of making things look a bit more even. Fine. So that's that. So next thing I like to do is try and fit in some of the decorative full boxes. So you get 6 in Plannerface kits, which I just don't see me ever fitting in. But I'm going to fit in what I can. So I think one will fit nicely there. And then I think another one could probably go sort of there, so that they're not like directly above one another. I think we can pop one down here. And I am just literally picking out like my favourite of the full boxes in turn. So the ones that I'm left with at the end are my least favourite full boxes, which I think makes a lot of sense. So pop one there, and I think I can fit one more in here maybe. And I think that will just leave me with the cupcake left. There. Fabulous. So next thing to do is pop in some washi and stuff, and I might actually peel this full box up to put some washi underneath it first. So I'm just going to go through and pop some washi bits in. So it is time for me to check in with you guys and see how you are doing. How are you finding this? How did you find May? Was it an alright month for you? Was it a horrendous month? I think it was a hard month for a lot of people. I think this last week in May was a hard week for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people have also been struggling with lockdown and stuff like that. So let me know how you're getting on. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so that is the washi and stuff in. Last but not least, I'm going to go through and I'm going to pop in the flags, and then I am going to write everything in. I might also pull in these little glitter strips of washi because I sometimes do that as well. So it is early June when I'm filming this, and I know you won't see this for a couple of weeks. A week and a half, I think I'm filming this, maybe in advance. Hard to say. It might even go up next weekend actually. But me and my partner spent yesterday putting in applications for agreements in principle for a mortgage, and we've also emailed some estate agents to ask to view some houses, which is super exciting as well. So I just wanted to ask if anybody else had any sort of exciting news, not necessarily from May, because I do realise I already asked them if you had any exciting May news. But do you have anything else that you want to share, that you want to tell us about? Because trust me, I am super excited about that, and also absolutely terrified. You know what I haven't marked in this planner? I didn't mark in the day my boyfriend got offered a job, because in my head it was so likely to happen that I just didn't even mark it. So when did you get offered your job? There we go. So that is this spread all finished. I'll just show you quickly what I have left in the kit. And then if you don't want to see me do my photo pages, you can stop watching the video now. If you want to see me pop down my photos and see how I use them, carry on watching. So essentially what I do with these is I have one page of photos of my nephew, who is just under 6 months old, I think he is. He's just over 6 months old, sorry. So he gets a page of pictures to himself, because he is an absolutely gorgeous boy and he is growing so quickly, and I don't want to miss photos of him. So I'm including a whole page of photos of him. I'm really sorry about the noise while I'm doing this. And because he's going through a lot of milestones, so I just feel like he deserves a page to himself at the moment. Obviously when he's bigger, or when I have more kids around in my life, he might not get a full page, but for the minute that is what we do. And then I have a page of general photographs, so they could be photos of absolutely anything or anyone, from the month, or basically just like important things that happened in the month generally. And then I have a page of photos that shows my YouTube videos for the month, because I don't really record them in this planner anywhere. So that's for that. And also, what else do I do on that page? I also have, where are my words? Why am I struggling so much with words? That photo did not. And also like things from the internet that are important, like things that aren't directly from my life. So sometimes it's like funny memes and stuff like that. This month it includes some sale stuff, and it also includes some Black Lives Matters, George Floyd stuff, because whilst it has impacted directly on my life, it is not something that is, you know, happened in my viewing, which is what the other pages all are, if that makes sense. I suppose the pictures of Felix technically aren't things that have happened in my viewing because I'm not with him 24/7, but yeah. Sometimes a picture of Felix also sneaks onto my other page, because if there's not enough room on this page, or if I have one with like my sister in it as well, that might get onto the page with general family photos in as well, because obviously, well, not obviously, because she is included in that. But I think on this month I'm not going to do that, and all the photos are going to be with Felix in are going to be on this page there. So somehow I've managed to miss one of my photos there, but I will put it in at some point, which does mean I can't put in these 2 stickers yet, because, well, I mean I could, but they might have to move. Let's just put them in for now actually. So they're just rough guesses of how those photos will go in. So there we have it. Okay, so there we have it. I obviously have this sticker here missing. I don't know how I've managed that. This didn't fit on this page just because I'm doing more YouTube videos, because I've added in my budget video and my live plan with me's. So like if you compare this to January's, like my YouTube videos took up this much space, not half the planner. So got YouTube videos, my anniversary sales and a meme there, got one photo of Felix there because it was just left over, got my whole page of Felix, and then my general photos. And as I said, normally things like George Floyd, because they weren't things that I've taken, like parts of my day specifically, they were parts of my day because I've been doing research about it, and I'm obviously been thinking about it an awful lot, but because that is so important, I felt like that should be on this page. So that's that, and there is the monthly spread. So that is everything for this video. Thank you for watching. Comment, like down below. I maybe might add some twinkle little bits into the top and stuff, but for now I'm happy with how this is looking. Answer the questions I've asked so far down below. I know I've asked a few. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.